We're happy this week. The Dolphins won. We're the Fintastic4. I'm Tony. We got Nick, we got Jose, and we got Jeff. Wave sigh, everybody. The Dolphins won. The
We got a
Dolphins
touchdown.
won. The
Woo!
Dolphins won. Not the prettiest win in the world.
Well, it felt like a loss.
We're back.
Almost.
It was pretty somber. It was pretty somber after the game, I got to say.
Yeah. Well, let's get right into it. The Dolphins won. Let's talk about Tyreek Hill. He's gone.
Yeah,
He is gone.
forever.
Probably from the Dolphins after this. Problem.
Yeah.
Good chance from the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay, because they haven't said anything, but I've been hearing rumors of nerve damage. So that I'm sorry, when a knee goes that bad,
Yeah.
I don't want to,
Yeah. And you know what? His thing was speed, right? And so now, he's lost at least a step or two.
Well,
Going to be the same.
I did hear something about the surgery. He had surgery the next day,
Mm-hmm.
which I think they like to usually wait for swelling to go down or whatever, but he had surgery the next day. And from what I understand, the surgery went really well. The surgeon says that he doesn't think that he'll need any future surgeries and that he should have a full recovery. So, from what I understand, it wasn't as bad as feared. That the surgeon was able to go back in and reconnect stuff, and he felt like that it, it went
I heard more
very
than that.
successful.
I heard that they went in to fix the stuff on the outside, and that was very successful, and that the blood circulation that they weren't expecting was there, and none of the arteries had been damaged, so that was a good thing. But they
Yeah,
didn't
you
touch the
don't need the
AC.
lead.
They didn't touch the ACL, right? And they didn't touch any of those things. They said they're going to have to go back in a second surgery and possibly a third surgery to repair all the ligament damage.
That's not what I heard. I heard that the surgeon said he doesn't think there's going to be any future surgeries. He said that he got it all attached.
No way.
I
So
heard he's
we've
out for
got
the
conflicting
season.
reports.
Oh, he's
What's
out for the
that?
season,
I
100%.
heard he's out for the season.
Oh yeah, he's
No.
definitely out for the season. But I think that he's been given a prognosis of a full recovery.
Yeah.
Well, he will eventually.
But this is his last year on a contract, right? I mean, this
No,
We got one
next
more
year
year.
was
No,
one more year. Okay.
As a
he
matter of
has no
fact,
guaranteed money though. No
Yeah.
guaranteed money left.
Yeah, he has no guaranteed money. That's what it is.
if there is some guarantee money if he plays next year, if the Dolphins bring him back.
Yeah.
If they don't bring him back, there's no guarantee money. The Dolphins they're in a weird position because according to the collective bargaining agreement, if you're on the injured reserve list, you can't be cut. You can't be cut loose from the team. You can't
but
be
they
fired.
don't have to
But
pay him.
Yeah.
but if the season ends, I don't think there's any more injured list. So they can cut him after the season.
I believe so. After
And
they
do you
can
get-
release him, he still gets
Yeah.
part of his contract or whatever.
But he only gets guaranteed money once he goes out for the season. Then they don't have to pay him except for what is guaranteed.
So my question is who puts him on the injury reserve list? Is it us?
Yeah.
Or is it them? So do we have to put him on the injury reserve list?
Yes, you do.
Otherwise, he takes up a roster spot.
He takes up a roster spot, and the NFL comes down really hard on teams that lie about injuries.
All right.
Can't lie about that.
Whether they're good or bad, especially if there's a bad injury and they're trying to say, "Oh no, he's fine, he's going to play," because the teams go on that information.
Yeah. But the Dolphins can't hide this one.
No, you just can't hide it. And
His foot was that way. It should have been that way, right? It was not. It was not good. I felt for him. I felt, it looked like, he just kind of rolled around and then it was over. Right? It was just.
It's going to take a lot.
He just landed really awkwardly on it, and
it was a football injury.
Out.
Yeah, it's a football injury.
It was
for as much
I
as
kind
he
of blame
played
it on the turf.
Yeah,
that field was in terrible condition.
It was.
Yeah, but it happened in the out of bounds area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Dwight Stevenson injury where, it was just part of the game. Nothing you could do about it, really.
The Dwight Stevenson injury was a dirty hit by the Jets. Go figure. The Jets are dirty. They're dirty, man. Even though I'm not blaming this injury with Tyreek on the Jets, I'm blaming it more on the field. But a majority of the career-ending injuries by the Dolphins has happened at the hands of the Jets.
Now the Jets can be dirty, but what's more important, are their cheerleaders dirty? Are they dirty? Say it, Jeff. Are they dirty?
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
I wouldn't mess with that.
Oh, that is funny.
But this comeback, is Tyreek Hill done with the Miami Dolphins? Will he play?
I would say no.
You know,
I'm going to say yes. Yes.
and people forget earlier this week he missed Dolphin practice because he wanted to go hang out with his dad. I think it was his father's birthday.
He met his dad. His dad is really cool.
Dad's a great guy.
Yeah, I know.
His dad
But
comes
still.
to the tailgate.
Yeah,
But
he was
still.
a regular at the tailgate for a while.
You have a team that's
I
at the
miss him.
time was 0-3, was going through problems. People were talking about practices weren't even serious, stuff like that. And he decides to take a day off because he wants to go party with his dad.
Yeah, but
You're
he's
the
Tyreek.
guys,
I mean,
you're the Dolphins,
Yeah,
front
I
office. You're
think-
going,
Number one.
until the play that he got hurt, he was the star of that game. He
Yeah.
was making plays all
He
over
was,
the
he
field.
was.
That's right.
Well,
He was the guy.
Tyreek.
Mhm.
oh no, the star of the game was Waller. Let's face it.
That's after Tyreek got hurt.
But
Until then, Tyreek was catching everything thrown his way. I mean,
I
we were
think-
seeing vintage Tyreek.
I think if there's a silver lining there is, now the other players kind of get involved, and if Tua can spread it around a little bit and play some good offense, I mean, I think Waller was a pleasant surprise, right?
Yeah.
To
Somebody
all
on
the
this
fans.
podcast, I think, called it that Waller was going to come in and be a star of the game and was
I
going to
don't
be the
remember that.
missing
That
puzzle
was
piece.
Nick.
I don't know who
Look
that
at
I
was.
Nick.
remember that.
Was it
I
me?
remember that. I think I
gonna
mentioned
take credit.
that.
oh, that was me.
Yeah.
It was probably the three of you. All of you together predicted that Waller was going to come in and be that missing puzzle piece that the offense needed.
Yeah, that was definitely
That was
a good-
nice. That was some nice.
It was a
touchdowns.
nice look. He's 6'6".
Big target.
Yeah, he's
Pro
6'6".
Bowl.
Let's see if he can be durable and consistent.
And
But-
one of the top tight ends in the NFL, like all time. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy is a special. He's the reason why this season might not be wasted because of Tyreek going down. He's going to pick up that slack.
Yeah, we still have
Hopefully
wide
Greer can
receivers.
go out and get somebody.
We still have wide receivers, and now some big ones get to. You've added a big tight end, and now another one of those wide receivers are going to come in. They're tall. We got some sizey wide receivers that need opportunities, and now that Tyreek is gone, we just got taller.
Well, somebody's got to
Wide
seriously step up, and I don't know if Waddle can do that.
Yeah,
We need to
got
win
taller,
this.
but we got slower.
mhm.
We need to go through the backfield. We need to
Yes.
keep running the ball,
Yeah.
get the ball in Achan's hands, let him do what he's got to do. He's making people miss. Give
Yeah.
him the ball.
We
Let
just need
Ali run it
balance.
between the tackles.
Mhm.
We got a good team
Well,
for
the
balance. We got good team for
Offense had a great game.
Yeah.
The one good thing is the next game is against the Panthers.
Yep.
Okay, well, if you had to pick one team you want to play after last weekend, it'd probably be the Panthers. I'm gonna say the real star of the game was Justin Fields. Holy crap! What's wrong with the Dolphin defense?
Can't stop the run,
Can't stop the run.
Yeah,
Can't stop a
which
quarterback
is
from
crazy.
running. Okay.
It's crazy to think we
He-
can't stop the
He couldn't
run
run. I mean,
with all the people we
The
have up
defense
front.
has real problems.
And he did that against the Dolphins before when he played for the Bears.
Yeah.
Okay. And you think that maybe after the first quarter, the defensive guy goes, let's put a guy on the quarterback and shadow him.
that was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. It was just relentless.
The Jets should have won that game if they just weren't so stupid with some stupid ass penalties and a lucky punt at the end of the game for the Dolphins where they got stuck at the 1 yard line.
No. Special teams, baby. It's not luck. It's skill.
I tell you
That was a
that
good
field goal
bounce for
kicker,
us.
I really like him.
The
I don't know
punter's
if
good.
Sanders is going to come
Yeah.
back, but this field goal kicker was perfect. Has been perfect all season.
Yeah, we're talking about, the Dolphins had to win Monday. They did. It was ugly, but they won. Some people are holding out that the season can be saved. Can the season be saved without Tyreek? The Panthers, even with Tyreek Hill, they should beat. If they don't beat the Panthers, and forget
Oh,
it.
they have to at least win 5 or 6 games in a row right now.
Yeah.
To have any chance.
We got to come out of this 5-3. These next 4 games, we got to win those 4 games. We have to be 5-3 after the next 4 games. And those are possible wins. If you don't look ahead, you play one game at a time. It's a possibility that we could be 5-3 here pretty soon.
I even had looked at the schedule. I know just the Panthers. I don't even want to look too far ahead because what's the point?
One at a time.
But I don't know. It's got the Dolphins. The week after that, they got the Chargers.
It's at home. Hopefully, if we beat the Panthers,
The
we'll
Browns,
show up and be loud.
The Falcons. Even the Falcons don't look that bad.
That's right.
The Ravens. The Ravens are going to be out for blood. Granted, their defense sucks, but
we beat the Jets. We can beat the Panthers. We can beat the Chargers. We can beat the Browns. We can beat the Falcons, right? And then we have momentum, and we can beat the shit out of Baltimore Ravens. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, you're the coach, Jose. I'm going to go straight to you. You're the coach. You're Greer. You're everything.
You're Greer.
You're gonna save this season. How are you gonna do it?
Man, I think we have the tools to save it now, right? I think we just need to get it together. I don't think we were light when it came to wide receiver. I'd sign a wide receiver, right?
We
the
did.
Best wide receiver that's available, and we did, and that's it. I mean, I don't think maybe I find a lineman or two. I don't know, right? I just don't. I wouldn't panic at this point. We got some rookie talent that can replace, Tyreek. I love Tyreek, but I think having a little height's going to help us.
Well, you're not going to replace Tyreek. You're going to find somebody that can stand in there. But he's
you replace Tyreek collectively, right? You can't. There's not one player that can do it, right? But adding a wide receiver, giving chances to our rookies, right? Collectively, we can replace Tyreek. But obviously, you're not going to go pick somebody off the couch that's Tyreek's caliber.
And I'm impressed with the run blocking of our offensive line. I think we had a 100-yard rusher in Achan, and
Almost.
I think they're doing a really good job with the run blocking. The pass blocking is off and on. Tua was having to run for his life a little bit there, having to scramble around, which he did a really good job of. I mean, when the pocket broke down, he was able to make those sidestep moves and find an open spot. He really did a good job of scrambling and finding and then either throwing the ball away or finding a receiver. 0 interceptions. So I would say Tua had the best game of the season so far.
Yeah. And balance. I think, Tony, that's it. The biggest thing is just a balanced offense, right? One phase of the offense isn't going to win it for us. It's going to have to be the whole team.
Nick, say something. Come on.
We are paper thin in that secondary. Paper thin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We gotta find somebody. I don't even know how many defensive backs we have available to play in these games at this point.
There's got to be one good defensive back on somebody's practice team. Somebody like go find the deepest set of corners and secondary, and I guarantee you on that team there's one or two guys on the practice team that is worthy of being picked up.
Yeah.
Dropping
And
The thing
somebody.
is, you have to put him on the active roster. So with Tyreek's roster spot, do you fill it with another wide receiver, or do you fill
They
it
already
with
did.
a
Yeah, we already
cornerback?
did.
They
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
picked up a wide receiver.
Cedric
Okay.
Wilson.
Cedric
it was a
Wilson's
Cedric Wilson.
back.
Yeah.
Mhm. And don't forget, the Colts are looking for a defensive back also because Xavier Howard quit.
Hey,
Yeah, he
when
retired.
you know.
He just walked off the
quit?
kid. He quit.
He quit.
He literally
He-
walked
he
off the
put in
team.
his
Says he wants to
papers.
spend more time with his kids.
Well, he's welcome to come back here.
I ain't gonna come
Nah,
back here. After
he's
what he
done.
said, they don't want him back here.
Oh, he's
But-
just a little bitter. You know, he should not have been. He should still be with this team.
That'd be
He's
funny if
still
they brought him back out. It'd be
the top
awkward.
cornerback in this league.
But, as tough as it is to watch our defense, we finally forced a turnover in that game. We forced 3 fumbles. One right there at the goal line. Who's that? Jones
That
punching it
was
out.
huge. Yeah.
Big play. Who is it? Brooks.
They were marching it.
Brooks
That
had
was
18
big.
tackles.
It,
That's a lot.
That fumble
game.
was so close that Jeff and I were like, that's gonna come back as a touchdown, right?
I was right there.
Yeah, they were looking at the instant replay. I was like, I don't know.
It wasn't as close as we thought it was.
Yeah,
No, it was out.
it was out. It was out. But
it was out, 100%.
I mean, the
From our
Jets are
angle,
kicking themselves.
across the goal line.
Oh, the Jets had definitely had their opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Dolphins won the game or if they lost the game, right? But at the end of the day, we were lucky that they couldn't get their shit together.
Yeah, the Jets.
Yeah,
The
we
Jets
were
lost
lucky to
it.
be playing the Jets.
Yeah.
Well, they had 13 penalties.
Yeah, it was. They
kinda
shot
beat
themselves in the
themselves.
foot all the time.
Oh my gosh, the penalties were going nuts. I kept thinking Nick kept throwing his flag on the field.
I was actually yelling at the official.
It was unbelievable the
Me and Craig.
amount of penalties we had that night.
The Jets are bad when it comes to penalties. They have
And it must have added 20-30 minutes to the game. Easy.
the game just drove on and on and on. But I'm going to go to talk about Tyreek Hill, talk about Justin Fields. I don't care. The most important thing, the biggest story out of that game was how god awful those uniforms were. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh, that was horrible.
I love it.
What were they thinking? Black on black? I mean,
It's blue.
With aqua and orange.
Dark blue.
the stripes. Stripes. Yeah,
accents.
highlights. I mean, what were they thinking?
Bring them back.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of liked them.
So did I.
yeah, I figured that.
It's very hard
you
to
not
get
get
used
tired?
to with the Jets in all white. I kept thinking the
That's what I
Dolphins
couldn't.
wearing
I
all
could
white
not.
was confusing me.
We wear
kinda-
all white every game. We look weak when we wear all white.
I want the old school uniforms back. And that's what,
Yeah,
whenever
all
they do
white.
play the throwback uniforms, the fans love it. They want that. That new Dolphin logos. I mean, Nick, look behind you.
I was freaking out that the Jets were white and white. I was like, the couple of times I was like, wait, it just ain't
Yeah.
right watching the home team, in
I
dark
love it.
colors in Miami. I was kind of freaking out about that. But I'll tell you this: if I had a jersey that said Big Poppy on the back, I'd wear it. I definitely would wear it. Right? So, but I do have I kind of felt like I had some like Miami Sub vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want a jersey that
Remember
says
Miami
Miami
Subs
Subs
kind
on
of
the
changed
back.
their logo and it went black and dark and everything like that. It kind of felt like I was at Miami Subs, waiting for a sub to come around the corner.
Oh, it was just it
I
looked
like
like
the
some
black uniforms. You know what they say? Once you go black, you never go back.
It's blue. It's dark blue.
It's
Color
blue.
battle.
Oh, it's blue. My bad.
Dark blue.
yeah,
Navy.
I remember when I was growing up, you never saw the Dolphins on TV because you had blackout games. All the home games were blacked out. So, but anyway, you go to games, but then I'd only see the Dolphins in person wearing their aqua jerseys because they only wore aqua at home.
Right.
And on the road, when you saw them on TV, they only wore white. The only time I saw the Dolphins on TV when I was a kid wearing the aqua uniforms was when they went to the Super Bowl. Because they were twice in the Super Bowls, they were the away team, they were the home team. But that new uniform is just terrible. I know this is a great way to sell new shirt, new merch. Look at Jose's wearing a new hat, the black hat.
That's right. I got the black hat.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get the jersey. I got to be honest with you. I'm waiting for the custom one to come out where I can put my name on the back of it because I'm done buying, players.
You can do it at the team store.
Yeah. But you're right, Tony. I was just on Fanatics looking at jerseys, and the only thing they show you are the black ones right now.
Yeah,
it's just that they're lined up, all the players. Even you can still buy Tyreek.
Yeah, every time in the NFL they change the uniform or do something like that, or they do the throwback, it's to sell more stuff.
Yeah, which one sold out?
It's just to sell stuff, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. Merino is sold out.
Really?
Yeah. You can't get the merino black jersey right now. Not on the NFL.com basically. That's all the same.
Well, there's always Timu. Comes from the same factory. Okay, back to manly football, not fashion. The Dolphins play the Panthers, Carolina. Woohoo. Cam Ward.
Bryce Young.
Oh, that's right, Bryce Young. I always get those two guys. I don't know why I get them confused. Do they have a shot against the Dolphins? Do the Dolphins?
If you can't stop the run, you always got the chance.
Dolphins is going to show up.
Yeah. If you can't stop the run, the other team always has a chance. And right now we haven't proven that we can stop the run. So that means they could control the game. And if they can control the game, they can win. So, there's a chance. Yeah, absolutely. 100% they could, if they decide they're going to, push the limits on the running. And then on third down, hit our weak, corners, then yeah, I mean, there's a formula to be had. You just got to have somebody that can execute it, right? Is Bryce Young up to the task? And that's going to be the differentiator. Can they run the ball? That's the question.
Justin Fields
can run the ball.
Yeah, made the Jets look like
exactly.
I
mean, we were there with 3 seconds left on the clock. We were still at the game because stuff happens.
I was holding my breath that last play.
Yeah.
That we criticized the Dolphins defense with having no pass rush, not being able to stop the run. But I got to give some of that credit to the Jets offensive line. They were doing a heck of a job of pass blocking and run blocking. So, yes, the Dolphins were terrible, but the Jets were doing a hell of a job.
You could combine the Jets and Giants line, and it would still suck.
Yeah. The Jets are 0-4 for a reason, okay?
Right.
Well, they couldn't beat the Dolphins, so their season's over.
Oh, yeah, well. It's between
we gotta win. We gotta win in Carolina.
The best thing about that game was that there are people from New York who spent a lot of money, flew down to see the Mets lose to the Marlins and get knocked out of the playoffs, and then go watch their team get beat by the Dolphins on Monday Night Football. There are guys who did that.
Yeah,
there had to have been.
There was one or two,
and that brings me joy.
That brings me joy.
Well, that brings me. Are we ready to do this new segment here?
Whatever it is,
let's
do give it to us.
Okay. Well, we've talked about this before, whether we wanted to cover Hurricanes football, different South Florida teams. So I've come up with an idea. Maybe we do a little, 5-10 minute segment at the end of the podcast. And right now I've kind of named it the South Florida sports scene. and I'm going to put you guys on the spot. I'm going to start with Tony. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is we'll call it the scene, the South Florida sports scene. And I'm going to put Tony on the spot. I'm going to say, give us a rundown of Miami Marlins baseball. How you think their season went? How you think their next season will go? Give us a little maybe salary cap stuff, something like that. Go.
The Marlins at the beginning of the season, everybody was going, "Oh, they're going to suck. They're going to be the worst team in baseball. 100 some losses." I like Peter Bendix, their general manager, and I go, they're not going to win the division. They're not going to make the playoffs probably, but they're going to win 70, 75 games. Well, they ended up almost winning. They almost ended up going 500, which was pretty good. The last half of the season, nobody wanted to play the Marlins. They're one of the toughest teams to play. Their entire budget payroll was 67 million. They knocked the Mets out, winning the series at the end of the season, and the Mets payroll was 346 million. I mean, and the Marlins ended up only 4 games behind the Mets. So the Mets were paying something like $8 million per game to be ahead of the Marlins.
An extra 300 million for 4 games.
Yeah. The Marlins are going to be good. The Phillies are still going to win the division next year. But the Marlins are going to be better. They're probably going to make the playoffs. They got great pitching. They got some great young players, and
that outfield
is going to be
next year is going to be Conine, Marcy, and Stowers. I mean,
yep.
That's an all-star outfield.
They actually have a couple of players like a Dane Meyer and stuff who are great players who they can trade away and bring in some more pitching. So. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
That's done. Now I want to put Jose on the spot. Okay, Jose, we have a big game.
Yep.
The Miami Hurricanes.
Yep.
Against the Florida State Seminoles.
Traveling to Tallahassee.
Tell me what you think.
Well, I think Florida State was looking ahead. And at the end of the day, they got bit by Virginia. And I was kind of hoping that they would come in to this game undefeated and ranked in the top 10, because I really feel that we're going to push them around all over the field. I think the running game is going to be key. If we can run the ball, I think, the quarterback, what's his name? Carson, right? Is it Carson Beck?
Carson Beck.
Yeah. Carson Beck, he's coming off an injury and he didn't necessarily have a great end of the year last year. And so he's got a lot to prove. And so if we can relieve a little pressure off of him, get a good running game going, let him pick his spots, right? I think our defense is stout enough. The defense is led by a new defensive coordinator, and they're ranked right now number 9 in the country from a defensive perspective. So yeah, I think the defense is going to come in and be stout. I think it'll be competitive, but I think towards the end of the game we pull away with that big defensive or the offensive line that has this uncanny ability of generating an 8-yard run and then doing a tush push for another 5 yards and 6 yards after that for a first down. I've seen him do that 3 or 4 times. The same thing with the, we have this outstanding defensive end, Bain, who's leading the nation. Right now, he's an All-American when it comes to defensive end. So I'm looking for their quarterback to be running around like a chicken. We're going to chase him down. He's going to have several sacks, and he's the guy that's been making all the plays and he's all over the field. He might be a defensive end, but he made that interception on the sideline, the last game against Florida. He had no business being.
We got to limit it to like 3 minutes. We got to limit to like 3 minutes in this segment.
All right.
I think we're
going to win this weekend.
I will take the Florida Panthers. Okay, hockey. Florida Panthers, as we know, is 2 consecutive Stanley Cup wins. They are 2-time champions 2 years in a row, unheard of. They were the favorite to do a three-peat, but now that's not the case. Our team captain, Sasha Barkov, has gone down with a knee injury and is out for the rest of the season. Now, if you're a Florida Panthers fan, you know that this team was built around Sasha Barkov. And when they don't have him, it's a different team. So I am going to say that they are not going to win the Stanley Cup this year. And that's unfortunate. I was hoping, because if he was not out for the season with a chance to come back even late in the season, I would say they still were the favorites to win the Stanley Cup. But right now, with him gone the entire season, he's just a player that you can't replace. It's like losing Tyreek. You can't replace this guy. He is clearly the best center in hockey, no doubt about it. My favorite player, and you just can't replace the guy. So even Vegas, they went from being the number 1 seed to win in Vegas. Now they're like 5 or 6, down the line for Vegas odds. So I think they'll make the playoffs, but I just don't think they're going to have enough to get over the hump to get that 3rd Stanley Cup. All right, that's for that one. We got one more guy. We're going to go to Nick, put him on the spot. We're going to give Nick the Lady Canes women's basketball.
Wait a minute. Are they dirty?
Are they dirty?
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Oh, we're gonna get canceled.
I know they're pretty good.
Now we're gonna give Nick another week or so to prepare.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you up north, and I'm just gonna tell everybody, all rise for the New York Yankees.
LOL.
Oh God.
Taking you out of Florida, baby.
After the Marlins, I'm a Yankees fan, man. They're good. They're a great organization. They've won more World Series than all the rest of the teams combined, pretty much. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Except that one against the Marlins.
Yeah.
Could have been 28, but it's only
Thank
27.
you for Stanton.
And we came all the way back.
Yeah.
Thank you for Jazz.
All the way back.
We love Jazz. We love Stanton.
Can we all agree that the Dodgers? No,
with 50-something million.
we can't have the Dodgers winning another World Series. That's just too obnoxious.
Oh no, I'm a Dodgers guy. I like the Dodgers.
No.
Fernando Venezuela, you kidding? Let's go.
Oh no.
All right, guys. So you guys let me know what you think of the South Florida sports scene segment that we have here at the end of the podcast.
He throws us 3 under the bus, and he had like a prepared statement. I just want to point that out.
He like had his nose.
You know how I like spontaneity. I like everything to be, fresh. I don't like anything.
I know I got it in here somewhere.
He's like, so Tony, what is your position on the tariff war between Nepal and Bangladesh?
I just happen to have something on that.
How do I get the Lady Hurricanes? They're 4-14. What am I supposed to do?
You were looking it up, weren't you?
I just pulled it up. I'm like, wait, who are we talking about here?
Give me a second. I'll be an expert.
Oh man.
All right, guys.
Hey, but it's gonna be you know what? It's gonna be a good weekend for college football in Miami and Florida. It's a huge rivalry, and it doesn't matter who, what, where. It's always going to be a game, and we can't take it for granted. These guys can't look ahead.
All right, guys, quick. We're running out of time.
All right, go ahead.
Predictions. Who's gonna win? What's the score? Dolphins, Panthers, Carolina. Jose.
24-7.
Miami, I assume.
Yep.
Nick, come on.
31-20, Miami Dolphins.
That's good.
It's going to score a lot of points. Defense is going to be messing up again.
Yeah.
Jeff.
21-17, Dolphins.
Ooh, close game. Close
Close game.
I'm going to go 24-10 Miami. It'll probably be closer, but we'll have to see. Anyway, we finally won, so let's go. Hey, Miami won. Yay. And we'll see you next week. I am Tony. We got Nick. We got Jose. We got Jeff. I finally got it right. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you next week on the what? Come on, guys. Say it. Say it.
The Fintastic Four.
Fintastic4.